It's the Patriots and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Lurching closer to on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. With Mac Jones at quarterback in his third season now out of Alabama.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New England.
Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
On 1st down, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick. It's Devon Achane. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Here's Tua. He dumps it off to Achane. The Dolphins now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Miami
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Achane on 1st and 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deatrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They run once more with Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Checking this down to Steve. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 20. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught left side by Woods. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 19-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Running left, it's A-Chain. And he'll go out of bounds after taking 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Oh, nice move. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jones on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster from a yard out. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sanders' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So we have reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A give up the middle to H.A. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. H.A. now up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 31. Here's a second down and 4. Again, it's H.A. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
And there's something that goes back to the early years of his career. Remember, he had 3 touchdowns in each of his first couple of seasons. None last year as they've tried to dial back his running, especially down close to the goal line.
Tua going to try and throw for it, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tua going to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Throwing Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The extra point by Ryland up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Tua now on first down. Another catch there for Waddle. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope... to start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones has this complete to Woods. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Running on 1st down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of the Patriots offense ready to go to work once more. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Monte Mapu, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 4, 2:16 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Marcus Jones picks it. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Jones looking around. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll run with Strong. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One more time with Strong.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now it's the Dolphins' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. He's got it complete to Waddle down the left sideline. He's on his way, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. 10-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out. drag it throughout.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down, goal to go. Here's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no time. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only